On the news tonight, Oyo State government demolishes building linked to kidnappers. And Kano police arrest 345 suspects recover dangerous weapons. VP Shettima says investment enterprise will drive Nigerians' proposed 1 trillion naira economy. FCT police assures of improved security inaugurate violent crime unit. Civil society groups call for speedy trial in Ajiro double murder case. Good evening and welcome to ITV Network News. I am Wilson Omasha, and in our Abuja studio we have Abigail Aderemi. Abigail, how are you doing tonight? Oh, beg your pardon, Charity Tanko. Charity, good evening. All right, join us from our Lagos Network Center. We have Patricia Gabriels. Patricia, good evening. It's a pleasure seeing you tonight. We seems to be having some technical issues. There's not to worry. We'll be able to reestablish contact with our various studios in Abuja and of course in Lagos. They will join us on the news. Moving on, you can watch ITV live online at www.itvradioNG.com/live. Follow us on our social media platforms, Facebook, X, Instagram, YouTube and TikTok at ITV Radio NG. The Oyo State government has demolished a building used as a hideout by the kidnappers of sister former Minister of Power, Bayo Adelabo, and her twin sons, Mrs. Olaide Busayo Adegoke John Paul. The government said the demolition was aimed at reinforcing its zero-tolerance stance against kidnapping and criminality. The demolition exercise carried out on Monday morning was executed by the Ministry of Lands and Housing in collaboration with security agencies, following intelligence reports linking the building to the criminal gang behind the abduction. Mrs. Olaide Busayo Adegoke John Paul and her twin children were abducted while she was taking the children to school. Officials say investigations identified the demolished structure as one of the locations where the victims were allegedly held during their captivity. The cause of the fire outbreak at Anambra supermarket in the Aduwawa axis, Benin City, which destroyed the entire top floor of the building, is still sketchy. Spokesperson and supervisor of the operations at the supermarket, Esther Aluede, said the management has commenced investigation of what triggered the fire. Joy Obaisiabo reports. We'll bring to you that report later. Moving on. In 2025, Edo State Governor Senator Monday Okpebholo introduced soft interest loan initiatives to support small and medium-scale traders in the state. Almost 1 year into the scheme, a journalist who has been interacting with the beneficiaries across the 3 senatorial districts of the state takes a look at the impact of the program on income and livelihoods of the beneficiaries. William Siama has more.
how can we loan to the Nigerian government to trade? And I will tell you, I'm with you 24 hours.
That was Governor Okwebolo's pronouncement setting the tone for the free interest loan designed to provide financial assistance to traders, market women, artisans, and small business owners who often struggle to access credit from commercial banks. However, months after accessing the loan, beneficiaries in Edo South Senatorial District described it as a life-changing initiative.
The Executive Governor, Mr. Monday Okwebolo, he had given to us a soft loan, which had no any interest inside.
Loan was given to the traders and dispensed to the traders directly.
The money made profit for our hands. That loan, it was just like a miracle. I never expected it. Since he gave us the money, my business went up.
The loan facility has enabled this cluster of young persons to establish a cottage hospital that now provides employment for citizens.
But we are grateful to the governor and to STARS for giving us the opportunity. If you give us another opportunity, we will do more.
Laudable as the initiative may look, it is not without challenges. The Edo State Commissioner for Finance, Emmanuel Okwebo, and the Managing Director, Edo Jobs, Kerimu Shehu Kelly, comment on this and government plans for the next phase of the scheme.
Some of the beneficiaries, they have that entitlement mentality that this money is government money and is not meant to go back to the government.
What the government decided was that we'll take that burden off them, give them these loans, so they can do their business at no cost.
The initiative in Edo Central Senatorial District recorded tremendous impact as beneficiaries can now buy goods in large quantities.
Cassava don't drop now, but I'm able to make 230,000. I think I join my market. It come like say, now every money I take join market.
William Siama, ITV News.
ITV and radio has been commended for its role in promoting Edo culture, tourism, potentials, and developmental initiative, as well as providing a platform for professional bodies and institutions to showcase their activities to the public. The commendations came during a courtesy visit by the Edo State Tourism Agency at the Nigerian Institution of Mechanical Engineers to the corporate headquarters of ITV and Radio on Airport Road in Benin City. Alfure Aneto reports.
A delegation from the Edo State Tourism Agency, the Director General, Lady Vivian Elabo, said the visit was to strengthen collaboration with ITV and Radio in promoting tourism and investment opportunities in Edo State. She commended the station for projecting the state positively and highlighted plans for a tourism summit, exhibition and fashion show later this month, alongside efforts to preserve the historic Benin moats.
We see the good work that you're doing in ITV, showcasing Edo in the world map, narrating our story in the most positive light. And I want to say thank you. We are here as an agency doing the work that the governor has asked us to do, which is promoting Edo State Tourism Agency space, all the establishments. We are currently working with the House of Assembly to ensure that there are laws guiding World Heritage Sites.
Responding, the Managing Director of ITV and Radio, Engineer Elvis Obaseki, assured the agency of the station's support in promoting tourism.
You are collaborating with the right agency. And don't forget that a clean Edo will be a signature to the world.
In a related development, the Nigerian Institution of Mechanical Engineers paid a courtesy visit to seek media support ahead of its inauguration program scheduled for June 13th. Chairman of the institution, Engineer Stanley Ulia, commended ITV and Radio for its public enlightenment role and promotion of professional activities.
Our point of call is to come here and collaborate with the management that Nigerian Institution of Mechanical Engineer exists. That mechanical engineer is not just mechanic, it is above mechanics.
We have come to ensure that this institution should be able to provide a standard where everybody has to work with. In fact, you have a lot of standards.
In his response, the Managing Director of ITV and Radio, Engineer Elvis Obaseki, pledged the station's support and assured the institution of a platform to promote its programs.
We should try as much as possible to give that hand of support. We have enough programs where this talking can at least push for that to get more ears.
Among those in attendance were the Executive Director, Finance and Administration, Lady Celerina Ujomo, Executive Director, Operations, Chief Elder Ogbeide Umonse, Director, Independent Radio, Pastor Dr. Dan Omozusi, alongside other top management staff of the station. From Benin, Ofure, Annetta, ITV News.
As the 2027 general elections gradually gather momentum, discussions on this morning on ITV shared views on the nation's multi-party democracy, the prospects of opposition parties ahead of the 2027 elections, and concerns surrounding public health policies. The report by Esther Ogaro is presented by Oluwafemi Farayola.
Veteran broadcaster and political analyst Dr. Pedro Obaseki says Nigeria's multi-party system remains vital to the country's democratic development as it offers voters a wide range of choices and promotes healthy political competition. Speaking during this morning on ITV from Benin City, Dr. Obaseki stressed the need for political parties to conduct transparent and credible primary elections in order to strengthen public confidence in the electoral process ahead of the 2027 polls.
All these three parties have very variegating, different ideological leanings.
Okay.
So I don't think any of them are moving for ideological alignments.
Okay.
They are moving for political survival.
Meanwhile, from Lagos, intellectual and media personality Dr. Victor Ohai, who recently joined the program's panel of analysts, provided further insights into Nigeria's evolving political landscape, highlighting the challenges and opportunities facing both the ruling and opposition parties. Also contributing to the discussion, lawyer and former Minister of Youth and Sports Development Solomon Dalong argued that the performance of the current administration will play a decisive role in shaping voter choices in 2027. According to him, growing public concerns over economic hardship and governance could influence the electoral fortunes of the ruling APC, while creating opportunities for opposition parties to make significant gains in the next election cycle.
What are the chances of this candidate in the light of what is going on in the country right now? Some will argue because of the way the economy has gone down with also the inflation.
Nigerians feel insecure. Nigerians are hungry. Our economy is in complete doldrum.
On public health matters, geneticist and public health advocate Professor Cyril Otohia expressed concern over what he described as the growing intersection between politics and public health administration.
All of us knows the truth behind epidemics and pandemics. When they are declared, money follows. And nobody is feeling what will be the effect of whatever decision they are taking on the people.
Oluwafemi Farayola, ITV News.
Kano State Police Command says it arrested 345 suspects and recovered dangerous weapons and illicit drugs during a 3-day statewide security operation conducted across the 44 local government areas of the state. The Commissioner of Police, Ibrahim Adamu Bakori, disclosed this while briefing journalists at the police headquarters in Bompai, Kano. Kano correspondent Abdul Ibrahim reports.
Police Commissioner Ibrahim Bakori said the operation targeted criminal hideouts, drug distribution points, and identified black spots across the states. He said the success recorded were largely driven by the ongoing Operation Kukankura and the newly established Violence Crime Response Unit, which have strengthened intelligence gathering, visibility, policing, and rapid response to criminal activities.
The Kano State Police Command has intensified targeted operations aimed at dismantling criminal networks, intercepting weapons, and disrupting drug supply chains.
Kano State Police boss noted that the command remains committed to tackling forgery, drug trafficking, and other violence crimes, adding that available security data indicates that a reduction in crime in several parts of the states.
The command will continue to apply the law firmly and fairly against thuggery, drug trafficking, and violent offending. This progress is the result of sustained operational pressure, better intelligence flow, and professionalism of officers. I appreciate the Kano State government for its consistent support and cooperation, which have strengthened our operational capacity.
The police commissioner commended the Kano State government and residents for their support and cooperation, urging members of the public to continue providing useful information to the security agencies. From Kano, Abdul Ibrahim, ITV News.
We will now move over to our Abuja studio where Charity Tanko is standing by. Charity, over now to you.
Thank you very much, Wilson. From the Abuja Network studio, our Vice Kashim has your including investment and coordinated reforms across all levels of government. At Jeremy reports, the Vice President spoke Monday when he declared open the Invest Lagos 3.0 Summit held at Victoria Island, Lagos.
Gathered here in Lagos are policy makers, global investors, Nigeria's economic future, creation, cooperation, and productive enterprise to thrive. He particularly identified Lagos as the clearest demonstration of how subnational leadership can accelerate economic transformation. According to him, Lagos has continued to distinguish itself as Nigeria's foremost economic gateway and one of Africa's most influential centers for commerce and investment.
This is why we strongly support initiatives such as the Invest in Lagos Summit 3.0. National government can strategically position themselves within the global investment ecosystem. It also provides a framework for other states to join the race to the future, improve the ease of doing business, modernize land administration, develop bankable infrastructure projects, and create so-friendly policies that inspire confidence.
Vice President reaffirmed the Tinubu administration's economic agenda. He stated the recent microeconomic reforms were designed to market improved and ability to lock private, and he acknowledged that all the decisions undertaken by government have been difficult, maintaining, however, that sustainable prosperity requires structural discipline and economic realism. Earlier, Governor said they're reinforcing Lagos' status as an investment destination that offers a veritable gateway and platform for investors to tap from the abundance across a difference. In his Minister of Coordinator of Economy, he daily said one of the gains of the Tinubu administration's reforms was that the re-emergence of Lagos shining light of subnational across critical sectors, including trade and commerce. From Abuja, Abigail Adiremi, ITV News.
The federal capital
and other violent crimes in the Federal Capital Territory have continued to pose serious security concerns for residents, threatening peace and safety across the nation's capital. In response to the growing, the inspectors established Lies Crime Response Unit as part of ongoing reforms aimed at strengthening the operational capacity of the police. The FCT Police Command on Monday inaugurated the Violent Crime Response Unit with stakeholders and security agencies expressing support for efforts to address insecurity in Abuja. Speaking during the inauguration, the FCT Commissioner of Police, Ahmed Sanuel, the unit was established to combat kidnapping, armed robbery, violent attacks, and other serious crimes across Abuja and its satellite communities.
The creation of this unit reflects the commitment of the leadership of the Nigeria Police Force towards proactively addressing threats posed by armed robbery, kidnapping, violent attacks, organized criminal activities, just crime and special.
This is a good initiative, and we expect a massive turnaround in the way threats are confronted in the federal territory. I have my mind and equipping of these men standing before us here today.
Commanding strategies of the police command. The initiative aligns perfectly with the federal government's commitment to secure life and property.
The specialized unit was created to enhance the police ability to respond swiftly to violent crimes, including kidnapping, armed robbery, and other organized criminal activities, while strengthening security across the FCT. From Abuja, John Tina, ITV News.
Elsewhere, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Nyesom Wike, on Monday assured residents of Abuja that the long-awaited bus terminals in the nation's capital will soon commence operations. FCT correspondent Joy Iguche Ihakena reports that Wike attributes the delay to procurement procedures and the process of selecting private operators to manage the facilities.
Speaking during an inspection of projects lined up for inauguration as part of activities marking President Bola Tinubu's third year in office, FCT Minister Nyesom Wike says all necessary approvals have been secured and that the concessionaire is making final arrangement for the commencement of operations.
I think most of us should understand about government process. That for you to give a private individual to run government facilities, it has to pass through that procurement process. And that the procurement process has been approved, and that the private individual is putting himself together to make sure that the bus terminal takes effect. But what is important now, like you said, if it's not being used, the one we are doing today, tomorrow, next tomorrow, will it not be a use? So let's not be talking about something that maybe, okay, you have a constraint, we want to, and then we will foreclose about the future things that you are doing. We are proud of what we are doing, and we won't apologize. The government process is not easy. Bureaucracy is involved, and once you have achieved that, just be patient. And then we're always in the why do you think the government will expend their money and then not put such a place use? So just be patient. That it's not, but we don't want to be committed to go out and do it by ourselves to run that business. You know that it won't work.
The minister's explanation comes amid growing concerns over the fate of some of the terminals which were commissioned nearly a year ago but have remained unused. From Abuja, Joy Iguche Ihakena, ITV News.
We'll now move over to our Lagos studio where Patricia Gabriel is standing by. Patricia, over now to you.
Thank you, Wilson. Good to see you on the screen tonight. From our Lagos NECOS studio, the federal government says it has launched a National Technical and Vocational Education Training, TVET, initiative to unify government, industry, regulators, development partners, and training providers around a shared vision for skills development. The Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, made this known during the 2026 TVET conference in Lagos. Aigweje Kwara tells us more.
Addressing stakeholders and representatives from the international communities during the 2026 TVET, the Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, said nations that invest massively in skills development today will dominate the economies of tomorrow. The minister said under the leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, education has become a cornerstone of renewed hope agenda. Commenting the federal government's effort in improving education in Nigeria, the governor of Lagos State, represented by the Deputy Governor Dr. Obafemi Hamza, said that the administration of President Bola Tinubu is placing value on skills which is a veritable tool in development.
500 quality assurance managers have been trained and deployed to strengthen standards across federal technical colleges for national skills infrastructure. More importantly, we have launched the National Skills Information Center, NASIC.
Conference harnessing TVET as a pathway to employment, building one system for employability, inclusion, and green growth in Nigeria. I think speaks directly to one of the greatest responsibilities before us as a nation.
Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Education, Mr. Ebe Anito, represented by the Director of Technology and Science Education, Ogungbemi Patricia, said under the leadership of President Bola Tinubu, the federal government has placed human capital development at the center of national transformation.
We must ensure that education translates into productive skills, meaningful employment, entrepreneurship, and economic prosperity. TVET remains one of the most effective pathways to achieving these objectives.
The conference was attended by several development partners, including Germany, France, Switzerland, and the European Union, amongst others. Also, young lady mechanics from Lagos, Aibuji Huria, ITV News.
In another story, some civil society group members in Lagos State have expressed concern over what they describe as emerging procedural issues in the ongoing investigation and prosecution of suspects linked to the murder of two Ajara natives, Mr. Sheriff Ishola Salami and Prince Kasim Ademola Akinloye, calling for a speedy trial and strict adherence to the rule of law. The human rights activist, during a press conference on Monday, said the case has become a test of the integrity of Nigeria's justice system and the ability of law enforcement agencies to ensure accountability.
Addressing journalists on the update of the Nigerian murder of Mr. Sheriff Ishola Salami and Prince Kasim Ademola Akinloye, the human rights activist said the killing of Salami in April 2023 and Akinloye in August 2024 underscores the threat posed by organized violence and the need for institutional responses just to serve as deterrent to others.
SR expresses serious concern over procedural delay and the handling of the case, particularly in relation to timely prosecution. Such delay risks creating legal loophole that may be exploited to obstruct justice.
The rights group said the police identified some suspects who were arrested on January 24 and February 6, 2026, after investigation into the killings were reopened. While acknowledging the significance of the police investigation, they expressed concern over delay in the prosecution process, warning that prolonged proceedings could create opportunities for justice to be compromised.
Beyond a mere criminal investigation, this matter has evolved into a broader scrutiny of the integrity of Nigerian justice system, the resilience of law enforcement institutions, and the collective will of society to resist impunity.
We know light surely overcomes darkness, and our light shall surely shine at the end of this tunnel. And our light at the end of the tunnel will definitely prevail this justice that we want.
One of the suspects was last week brought to court custody at Panti.
And back to our earlier promote report, the cause of the fire outbreak at Anambra supermarket in Aduwawa Access, Benin City, which destroyed the entire top floor of the building, is still sketchy. Spokespersons and supervisor of operations at the supermarket, Esther Aluede, said the management has commenced investigation to what triggered the fire. Joy Obaisiabon reports.
Commenting on the fire incident, the spokesperson for Anambra Supermarket, Esther Aluede, thanked the Federal and Edo State Fire Service for their swift response, customers and other sympathizers who supported the effort to contain the inferno. She said the supermarket does not have solar panels and the cost of goods lost is still being quantified.
We not really tell you the extent at which the damage has gone now, but
it was only the top floor that was affected. For the narration of the solar panel, I know that there's no solar panel here, and we are yet to ascertain the cause of the fire outbreak. And also the fire service, they were here, but the damage was already done. So we appreciate them for all they did yesterday to rescue the building.
She assured the public that the supermarket's provision section was not affected by the fire and remains fully operational, a claim corroborated by a customer.
It was just the up floor. I'm still here as one of the customers of Anambra Supermarket. The business is still ongoing. You can see I came to purchase some things this morning.
It was observed that renovation work is ongoing to restore the damaged section of the building. Commenting on the incident, the Director General of Edo State Fire Service, Honorable Anthony Ojo, said although the cause of the fire is yet to be ascertained, he urged the public to take extra precautions, particularly during electrical wiring in new buildings.
We will not be invited to investigate, but I will also speak with my men. All ties to them too for, the role they played yesterday. All this thing starts from where you are erecting a new building. The equipment, the wiring system that you use. So it's always advisable to go there and invited to come and inspect.
From Benin, Joy Obaisiagbon, ITV News.
We will take a break. We'll be right back.
The Ugewe is the final ceremony of the series of festivals. It is one of peace and lightheartedness, following the more solemn of the ritual year. Ugewe is the festival of the Ewe leaves, a symbol of good luck and joy. It is the most popular of all that heralds the dawn of a Benin New Year, new vow, newness of life and freshness of life, and a new hope for the future. In the evening, the Ewe leaves are presented to the Oba of Benin in grand style in a colorful ceremony. The Ihogbe Society, amidst singing and dancing, bring the sacred leaves that symbolize good luck, blessings, peace, and prosperity. Each of the senior members of the Ihogbe proceeds to give the sacred leaves directly to the Oba of Benin, and others put theirs at his feet.
Mrs. Mary Yambe has celebrated her 50th birthday anniversary in the company of family, friends, and well-wishers at Miss Funfair. The event held over the weekend at her residence in Erith, Greater London, provided an opportunity for guests to reflect on her kindness, generosity, and positive impact on those around her. ITV UK correspondent Roslyn Evurame reports.
Family members, friends and associates gathered at the residence of Mrs. Mary Yangbe in Greater London to celebrate her Golden Jubilee birthday anniversary. The atmosphere was filled with excitement as the celebrant made her grand entrance accompanied by her husband and children, drawing applause from guests. An emotional highlight of the occasion was a surprise dance performance by her cousin Amaze in honor of the celebrant's 50th birthday, a gesture that delighted guests and added color to the festivities. The celebrant's husband described his wife as a blessing to the family. Their children and friends also offered prayers for good health, happiness, and many more years of fulfillment.
I count myself the most luckiest person to have gotten her as a wife. Her kindness, I really thank her for that.
I wish her long life and prosperity. Mary is the best cousin anyone can wish for, and I love you with all my heart.
Many more birthday celebrations to come, obviously grandkids soon.
She's the best mum in the world, she's my best friend, she's my confidant.
Mrs. Iyangbe thanked God, her husband, family members and guests for making the milestone celebration memorable.
I'm 50. I pray to celebrate many more years. My husband in good health.
Guests were treated to a variety of intercontinental and African cuisines and assorted beverages.
What a golden milestone, marking half a century of life and experiences. From Erith, Greater London, Roslyn Evurame, ITV News.
The general public is hereby informed that the Uhia community, Ikpoboka local government area of Edo State has commenced the authentication of all lands and landed property documents within the community. According to a statement issued by the elders of Uhia community, all individuals who own land or any landed property within the community are required to present the relevant ownership documents for authentication. The authentication exercise will commence on Monday, 8 June 2026 and be conducted every Monday to Friday at Uhia Community Town Hall. This exercise is in the best interest of all landowners as it will help prevent future disputes, irregularities, and complications relating to land ownership and documentation. All affected property owners are advised to comply with this directive and ensure that their documents are duly authenticated. For further inquiries, please contact 090-395-16867. Esa Recreation Club has emerged overall winner of the South-South Inter-Club Tennis Association tournament held in Ekpoma, the administrative headquarters of Esam West local government area of Edo State. Edo Central correspondent Chris Omije reports that the tournament attracted tennis enthusiasts and club members from across Edo State.
Participating clubs at the tournament included Benin Recreation Club, Benin Club, Afremine Club, and the host, Esan Recreation Club. The keenly contested competition featured events such as men's singles, men's doubles, women's singles, men's doubles, veteran singles, and veterans doubles. Organizers disclosed that Esan Recreation Club won the veteran single category and qualified for the finals of the regular men's singles and doubles events before heavy rainfall temporarily disrupted play. Speaking at the event, the president of Esan Recreation Club, Dr. Timothy Iyayi, alongside other participants, described the zonal tournament as an avenue to fostering friendship, healthy competition, and interaction among club members across the Edo zone.
We thank our sister club for coming. Their participation further has strengthened the unity that exists among us within the South-South region. Let me also use the opportunity to commend one of our major sponsors, the Oba of Youth, Honorable Julie Papi Iromosele. The club is grateful to him for that support, and the other club members that contributed.
Activities later moved indoors for the evening session, where results from the various events were collated and announced.
The overall winner of the tournament, or is no other club than Esan Recreation Club.
At the end of the tournament, the host club, Esan Recreation Club, was declared the overall winner, capping a successful championship marked by sportsmanship and camaraderie among participating clubs.
We appreciate the love, the engagement, the interaction.
The games were quite interesting and engaging.
It was a fair tournament. There's no complaints. It was fair, the officiating was honest.
In Ekpoma, Chris Omidje, ITV News.
As part of measures to protect infrastructure in public schools, the Edo State Security Corps has deployed personnel to some schools across the 3 senatorial districts. The State Deputy Corps Commander, Richard Balogun, who was on the tour of some public schools in Edo Central Senatorial District, said the Corps is fully prepared to carry out its assignment. Jonah Omowa reports.
There have been reported cases of encroachment on school lands, vandalism of infrastructure such as roofs, boreholes, windows, and other valuable facilities meant for learning in public schools. To curb this trend, the Edo State Security Corps is putting measures in place to curb the menace to ensure a secured, conducive learning environment that meets global standards by deploying its officers to educational institutions across the state to halt the trend. According to the Deputy Corps Commander, Edo State Security Corps, Richard Balogun, who went on a security assessment and operational inspection tour aimed at strengthening the protection of lives and property within government-owned school and public facilities across Edo Central Senatorial District, it won't be business as usual for all those who delight in vandalizing school infrastructure.
If you go around the school, you see the wonders, you see the level of construction there, the level of development there, so we will not allow whole block to vandalize destruction, to remove zinc, even there will not allow them. That is the purpose of going around the whole schools, Edo North, Edo Central, and Edo South here. It's a continuous something we continue to go around and make sure those things are protected. That is our mission, to make sure they are protected. It's a continuous something, and that is the initiative of the governor, who did me feel that we should go around the school and protect the infrastructure. You can see, if you go around yourself, you see the kind of, I've never seen such development in schools. In all my states, I see school so much, how much money invested in infrastructure. You need to go out and see. If you go to this Army Children School, if they ever walkways, so we don't want any vandalism at all. That's why we are going around. In fact, I share my number to all the schools visited.
He urged all commanders and operatives concerned to maintain vigilance and ensure adequate security coverage of all assigned facilities within their area of responsibility. From Benin, Jonah Omowa, ITV News.
We will go on a break. We'll be right back.
Thank you very much for joining us on the program, Healthy Living. What is the kidney?
The kidney is an excretory organ in the body, which is for metabolism.
Tuberculosis affects many organs in the body, but the common ones it usually affects is the lungs.
Epilepsy is a neurological problem.
Okay.
It is an injury in the brain, which causes someone to begin to convulse, to go into fits.
It is curable, but the cure is a long-term thing.
If you eat well and avoid those risk factors that will make your immunity to be down, then the risk of contracting tuberculosis will be reduced.
If you're healthy, then you're wealthy.
ITV, certainly the best.
The man went out to bring in thugs to come and beat her.
Yeah.
In a situation like that, do you think women would have seen that and still want to speak?
Bully, we're talking
That's
about.
what I said.
So
So
that's-
when they bullied her,
Yeah.
now, if she's not bold enough, she will shut up.
What is your advice for girls out there that are so desperate to be married?
We women, we have to be really intentional about our parenting.
If you know a child is being abused, or you see signs, a bruise or a child, it has to be investigated.
People barely even breathe when they are going for a shrebi and something.
Party.
You have to be
They can't
smart.
sit
If
down.
you see where they are dressing them up and dragging on both sides, you cannot. You cannot breathe.
That's what
And
happens.
these women would stay in those events for hours just to keep up with that beauty trend.
Is that healthy?
That's not healthy.
I am Patricia Uremu Gabriels, and we're reaching you live from our Lagos Network studio. Of course, Women in Conversation is a program designed for women to discuss about themselves.
Edo State Police Command says it is set to prosecute those arrested for spreading fake news capable of causing panic and public disorder. The command's public relations officer, ASP Eno Ikoedem, disclosed this while giving an update on the recent case of 145-year-old Oluchi Ugbowa who faked her kidnapping. Jonah Omowa reports.
Say your last prayer now. Say your last prayer now.
The dust raised by the first kidnap claim by Oluchi Ugbowa is yet to settle as the Edo State Police Command revealed that she alongside her accomplices are in police custody. Giving an update on recent first kidnap claims by some individuals in Benin City, the Edo State Police image maker ASP Eno Ikoedem disclosed that her first claim led to serious panic in Benin City. On the first claim of kidnapping raised by Emmanuela Uzebo, also known as Azawoman, the police public relations officer said she will again be arraigned in court on Tuesday.
Oluchi Ugbowa was incidentally tracked down to Delta State and was arrested in a hotel. The entire syndicate have been caught. They have all confessed to this crime, and the rifle which was used in that video has also been recovered. Edo State Police Command have arrested one Mrs. Emmanuela Uzebo, popularly known on social media as Azawoman, and she will be arraigned in court in accordance with extant laws.
ASP Ikoedem said investigation into the murder case of a 30-year-old Esoye Greatness Aigbe is ongoing while the police await the autopsy report.
The Commissioner of Police, CP Monday Agboneka, FDC, has ordered for discreet investigation into this matter. We have 2 suspects in custody. An investigation is still ongoing to ascertain the true cause of the incident.
She reiterated that the command warns individuals against deliberate spread of false information capable of causing public disorder, pointing out that anyone found for disseminating misinformation intended to incite panic will be investigated and dealt with in accordance with the law. From Benin, Jonah Omowa, ITV News.
Admission, admission, admission.
What does one do with a bunch of memories? Laugh about them, cry over them, or capture them? I know what I'll do with such memories. I'll showcase those memories. Yes, I will show them to the world. I will flaunt those memories. Showcase that marriage ceremony of yours. Burial ceremony? Yes, let the people know that you buried your person in a grand style. Thanksgiving, ordination, baby dedication, housewarming party, and lots more on your entertainment program, Memories, on independent television. Every Sunday, remember, for your event to be considered thick and classic, then it has to be on Memories. Memories.
ITV, certainly the best.
We'll now join Tolokbo Guntimei. Full sports stories making the rounds.
Hello and welcome to Sport News. The Super Falcons of Nigeria produced a dominant second-half display to defeat Senegal's Teranga Lionesses 3-0 in an international friendly at the Remo Star Stadium in Ikene. After a goalless first half, Joy Omewa broke the deadlock 3 minutes after the restart, heading home from a Shukurat Oladipo cross. Omewa doubled Nigeria's lead in the 55th minute with a composed finish after a strong run through the Senegalese defense. Captain Rasheedat Ajibade then turned provider in the 66th minute, setting up substitute Asista Toshola to score the Falcons' third and seal a convincing victory. The win provides a major boost for the African champions as they continue preparation for the upcoming Women's African Cup of Nations. Super Eagles midfielder Alexander Wobe is on the verge of a major milestone as he prepares to earn his 100th cap for Nigeria when the team takes on Portugal in an international friendly in Leira on Wednesday. The Fulham star expressed gratitude to Nigerians at home and abroad for their unwavering support throughout his international career, describing it as an honor to represent the country. Iwobi, who made his debut for the Super Eagles in October 2015, said he has no regret choosing Nigeria over England. Reflecting on his journey, the 29-year-old said his most memorable moment in national colours remains the goal he scored against Zambia in New York in 2017, which secured Nigeria's qualification for the 2018 FIFA World Cup in Russia. Iwobi has represented Nigeria at 4 African Cup of Nations tournaments, winning 1 silver and 2 bronze medals, and was also part of the squad that featured at the 2018 FIFA World Cup. His 100th appearance will further cement his place among the country's most capped players. Manchester City and Chelsea are in advanced talk over the appointment of Enzo Maresca as Pep Guardiola's successor at Etihad Stadium. Guardiola announced last month that he will step down after a decade in charge, with Maresca emerging as City's preferred candidate. Discussions are now focused on agreeing a compensation package with Chelsea. The Italian coach, who previously worked under Guardiola during Manchester City's treble-winning campaign, is keen on return to the club. However, Chelsea believe they are entitled to compensation after Maresca left Stamford Bridge earlier this year, having a contract running until 2029. Maresca also managed Leicester City to Premier League promotion before he spelled at Chelsea and could now be searched for a return to Manchester City as negotiations continue between the two clubs. And that's it on Sport News. I'm Ogutime Tolulopo Ogutime.
And that's it on the news tonight. Thanks a lot for watching. Good night.
ITV, certainly the best.